Hi everybody, it's Mary Ellen from Create With Me. I'm here in the Creativity Nest and you'll see I'm in a little different spot today. I'm actually on the table that we had coffee class on this morning. So so excited that you're joining me. Please chime in and let me know that you're watching, and I have some great things to show you. I want to share some new paper. I'm going to show you a fun fancy fold and using some designer series paper. And then, of course, I want to share the treat that we made today. So chime in, let me know that you're watching, and we'll get started. So, oh, one thing I didn't do, I had a picture for you, but I'll post that later. So I'm going to take you down to my desk and show you what we had today for MA's 3c's, which if you're not familiar, that means coffee, cookie, and a card. And we're going to call this a cookie because the base is cookie. This is, we made blueberry pizza. So here's our blueberry pizza, and because we don't do anything just halfway, we've got a beautiful piece of mint. These are blueberries from our garden and mint from our garden. So just wanted to share that. And of course, I've already had lots of coffee, so this time I made a cold coffee. Hi, Karen. See, I showed you the blueberry pizza, but I've got Karen asked for a picture, but I've got a better picture for you, Karen. I'll share it after I'm done, because I was going to post it so I could share it now and I forgot. Wait, hold on. I need this. Yes, it's so good. So it's like a shortbread crust, a shortbread cookie crust, and then cream cheese and fluff, the Cool Whip type product, and then blueberry pie filling. So it's so good, so good. So we made a card. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I'm going to go grab it. This is not the one I'm going to show. This is the card that we made this morning. Okay, so I wanted to show you, but I didn't design this card. I completely copied it, and the designer's name is Elizabeth, and I can't think of her last name. I'll give her credit after the video. I'll put it up. But this is the card that everybody made today. So cute. Uses pick of the patch stamp set and punch bundle, and they liked it, and that's the one we made. But since I completely cased this because I thought, you know how sometimes you see a card and you think there's nothing I need to change? That's what I thought of Elizabeth's card, and super, super cute. So you can get the instructions from her. But I wanted to share with you a card, or a similar card. We're going to change it up a little bit, that we made at Club this week. So here's the card, and it uses the All About Autumn paper, and it's a fancy fold, and it opens just like this. So it's utilizing the paper scenes in a beautiful way, but we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to use a little bit different because I like to change everything up so that you get things in a little different way. So this idea came, I forgot to say that this idea came from Susan Campfield. So I just changed it to make it my own. So I want to show you some of the All About Autumn paper. We've used a lot of the scenery, but this paper is just gorgeous. So if you can see, there's a little copper metallics in it. And so here's some book binding. Here's some gorgeous autumn leaves. The back is, all the backs are metallics. So this is a mossy meadow and a copper metallic. And then here's the a leather chair type of look. And then this one's so pretty. It's got pretty peacock and mossy meadow. Here's some book binding. Here's some copper clay with the copper. You can see the metallic there. Some fabric. And then this has got Moody Mauve. I drew it blank. Pretty Peacock and Mossy Meadow. So gorgeous. Here's the pumpkins. This is everybody's favorite. Pretty Peacock and Copper. And then here's some fall leaves with the Moody Mauve and the copper. Hi, Tanya. And then here's some knit with a Pretty Peacock pattern. And then here's a wood grain. I'm loving this. Moody Mauve and a metallic. And then I think that's it. There's 3 other designs, and one was the leaves that I showed you. And then this design that we're going to use today. So this is the other design that makes a kind of a scene. And So the girls that used this, they said this would make a great sympathy card, and I have to agree with them. So I want to give you the measurements. So if you want to grab a pencil and a paper, I want to give you the measurements on the scoring and then the cutting of the designer series paper, just like this. So what you do is you start with a piece of 6x6. Let me grab one that's actually got kind of a scene. I'm going to grab the pumpkin one. Okay, so you're going to start with a piece of paper that's 6x6, and as you can see, this, I just want to kind of show you so that you're familiar with what we're doing here. This is 6 inches this way, and then you're going to cut off 3/4 of an inch down from the bottom. So you end up with just a strip just like this. Okay, set that aside and save that for another project. Then you're going to cut your designer series paper into 3 strips. Mine are 3.5 inches. Now this is a little different than Susan did, so I did mine a little different. Mine is 3.5 inches. My middle little strip is 1/2 of an inch, and that leaves a piece that's 2 inches, just like that. Okay, so 3.5, 1/2, and 2 inches. It's very, very easy. You're going to cut off 3/4 of an inch. So you want this right here to be 4.25 inches. Okay, so 6 by 4.25. You're going to start with that. Your card base is 8.5 by 5.5, just like this, and you're going to score it at 1 7/8 inches right here, 1 7/8 inches, and 4.25. So it would fold in half. You're going to fold in half like this. You're going to give it a good burnish with your bone folder. This is really important on this card because when you're doing fancy folds, you don't want your card to pop up. And then you're going to take that front and you're going to fold it back. So it's kind of a modified Z fold card, just like that. And if you're not sure what that is, it just means that it folds like this. It's a Z. Okay, so 1 7/8 and then 4.25. And if you forget, just remember you're cutting it, you're scoring it in half, and then 1 7/8 here. So now we're going to attach our paper, and you might think, oh, well, this is the piece that goes here. No, we're going to start with this big piece here, and this is going to go on the flap here, and it's going to be centered equidistant around this front of the card. Not worrying about this flap fold, okay, this fold here. So because of that, you want to make sure that you're only adhering glue on this section of the designer series paper. You don't want it to be able to close on you, right? Hi, Rayanne. All right, so you can use your liquid glue, or you can use some Stampin' Seal. I'm going to use liquid glue, and I'm going to actually put my glue on the front of my card here, leaving space just like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue right down here. So that way I'm not worried about am I going to accidentally glue it shut. So it's equidistant right around just like this. So you can kind of see with this sun coming through why the ladies thought this would make a great sympathy card. So the one that we did was a thankful card, okay, using the autumn leaves stamp set. Here's the stamp set. Has some great greetings and has leaves and some veins. Really wonderful. Here is the dies. So we've got a couple labels, some that just emboss, and then here's another label for these, like there's these skinny words. See how skinny they are? So that's great for that. And then some leaves, different shaped leaves. So we are going to, though, make this into a sympathy card. So once I have the front on, I'm going to open my card just like this and lay it flat. Then I'm going to piece in my other pieces. And this is pretty easy. This is just gluing it in, laying that down, making sure that there's a little gap on either side from the fold, and that's this side. So the original one, this was 3/8 of an inch. I felt like that was just a smidge on the small side. Because this is liquid glue, I can slide that just into place. Whoops. Just like that. And I just wanted it a little thicker. And that kept me to have this piece 2 inches instead of like 2 1/8 or whatever it was. All right, and then I'm going to put this on this other side of the fold. Just like that. So it creates the scene. When it's opened up, it creates the scene. So it's going to go just like that. Hopefully I'm not moving too fast for you. All right, so now let's do a little die cutting and stamping. So I pre-die cut a piece of the pecan pie in with pecan pie with the leaf. Okay, and then I want to show you a new paper. So we've got this new, excuse me, my nose itches, a little glitter paper. It comes in gold and silver, and this is a self-adhesive paper. And this paper is fantastic because the glitter doesn't come off, which is really nice. I'm going to bring in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to die cut this for you. And I want to show you how fun this is. So I'm die cutting the veins that I'm going to put on my leaf, and I'm going to have just a touch of glitter. It's not going to be too much, just a little bit. And I'm going to I've got this cut so that I've got to be a little mindful of where I place my die. I have to go, I got it about as tight as you could get it. All right, and so now I'm going to cut that. And I would recommend that you have your leaf ready, and you'll see why here in just a minute after I cut this, what happens with this, because it is kind of a fine veining type of leaf. When you pull it up, you're going to get, the adhesive's going to come off, okay? It's just going to get stuck in the die. So you're going to take a pokey tool or a pen or whatever, and this is sticky now. Okay, so let me set this out of the way. And it's really fun because it goes right on to our leaf just like that. And it's giving it that little detail, that dimension. So much fun. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. Okay, so this part here is still got some adhesive on it. So I don't want to lay it down, but I do want to put that on my card just like that. So I'm going to add some liquid glue. You could pop it up with dimensionals if you like, but since this part's adhesive, I want it to lay flat. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a, it just gives the card just a little bit of a pop, just like that. All right, now I pre-cut out of vanilla the die, the little label that comes in this set. It's this one right here. Okay, I pre-cut it with in Very Vanilla. And then I've got two stamp sets. I've got Something Fancy, and I wanted the With Deepest Sympathy for Something Fancy, and then the Hope You Know, Wishing You Comfort. Okay, so I'm going to use those two on here, and the reason I don't have this here is because I want to do my stamping before I lay it in there. Okay, because you know sometimes we make mistakes and we have to use the back side. I don't know if it's like you guys do that, if it's just me. So we're going to start with Deepest Sympathy. And I'm inking it up in copper clay. And I'm going to stamp With Deepest Sympathy on the front label, just like that. And my inside of my card is going to say, Wishing You Comfort. Just like that. Now, one of the things you could do is you could take this little strip that you have left over and you could put just a little piece down here. And I think I will go ahead and do that. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I'm going to lay it down pretty close to the bottom with just a whisper showing. And then I can take my snips and I'm going to cut that off flush. So by doing all of this before you put it on your card just helps you not, have it on there and then have to try to figure out how am I going to cut that. And then what if I made a mistake here? So luckily I didn't, but it has happened. And so now I'm going to take my glue and glue that onto my card. Now stay tuned. I have some other papers to show you. Some papers that just came out, some designer series papers. Now I'm just going to mount that so that I have equal distance around the three sides and I've got just a little bit of border. Yours could butt up together. If you cut this as 3/8 inch, then this piece is going to come over just a little bit, but it doesn't really bother me. Yeah, luckily we do have two sides of our paper. So here's the card when they open it, just like that. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals, if I have them here on my desk, which I do, and I'm going to pop up my greeting. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add a couple of embellishments. I could add ribbon. I think because I have the gold here already. I'm just going to pop on. You can put it to the right, you can put it to the left. I think I'm going to put it just like that. So super, super pretty. It doesn't take a lot. And then I've got these glitter dots, and I'm going to use the my Take Your Pick tool. And these gold, they're not really quite gold. They're more of a rose gold or a coppery. And then I'm going to add 3 of them just like that. So there's our card. Hi, Kathy. I hope you're feeling better. Isn't that a pretty sympathy card? I mean, I love that. And so it opens up just like that. So if you miss the measurements or the folds or the cuts, go back and watch it again after it is posted, or you can find it up on my YouTube channel. Okay, I just thought that was so pretty. And then here's the one we did for Club. Just like that. I'm thankful to have you as a friend today and every day. Lovely. Okay, so I wanted to show you some papers, and you might be familiar, you might not be familiar, but I'm going to start with, I'm already going to forget the name of it. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to lean out here. Okay, I'm going to start with Shining Christmas. This paper is designer series paper that you can get. It's an online exclusive, okay? So this paper, you can see it has metallic and a little sheen. I want to show you both sides. See the little red candy canes? They kind of come in when the light shines on them. Super cute. And then the other side's this matte cherry cobbler check print or X's. Here is the red polka dot, and the other side is this holly. And you can see it if I hold the light, just shines where the light hits it. You see the red berries kind of pop. Here's an argyle. Now that one, there's no question about it being metallic. And then the other side has these beautiful ornaments. I have them upside down. Okay, gorgeous. And then here's a nice metallic stripe. Very traditional red and green. And then there's the kind of like from Mary Bold and Bright, the little lights. Here's some packages in Mossy Meadow and Real Red. So pretty. And then here's a white with red background. And then lastly is the Christmas trees. And they are in the metallic green with the red. You can kind of see it sometimes when the light hits it. I'm trying to kind of move it around. It's so gorgeous. Okay, and then the back is just this cherry cobbler. So that is the Shining Christmas. Then here is the tartan. I can't remember now. I said I would remember. This one's also metallic, but it's metallic on both sides, okay? So there is 6 sheets. There is copper clay. There's the 2 metallics. There is, the patterns are all the same. There is Pebble Path. And the last one is Pretty Peacock, I think. This is Pretty Peacock. Okay, and I promised Kathy that I would, I think of Kathy Miller, but I would say Kathy from Florida, that I would showcase that, and I promise I still will. So here is Delightful Floral, and these are gorgeous. I'm going to tell you after I get done why we're offering these papers online. So this one goes with the translucent floral bundle. So one side has a pretty watercolor look, and then one side has beautiful colors of floral that go with the transparent floral stamp set. And here's a beautiful soft pool party that goes with these leaves. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to use this paper. I used some of it for class last week and everybody loved it. They fell in love with it. And then we showed it this morning at coffee class. And I think this went on a few people's orders. So I thought I would just show it to everybody here. So here's one with the Pretty Peacock. Gorgeous. And I think that these are just a repeat because I had doubles. Lastly, I think this is that. No, yep. So I told you that they're silver and gold. You get 2 sheets of adhesive. One's in silver and one's gold back there. I'm just going to show you that. And then lastly is the Traditions of St. Nick paper. So we have the St. Nick stamp set. So this is a paper that would coordinate with this. This can only be purchased This can only be purchased online. This is an online exclusive. I mean, you can get the number online. You can call your demonstrator or call me, and I can order it for you. Look at how cute this is. Wouldn't this be cute for a Christmas coffee and cookie class? So these are toile. This is a toile, like the fabric, a toile, and here's the background. The backgrounds are just beautiful. I just love them. Here is the kind of the dining room, living room, fireplace toile, tone on tone. Here it is in the holly. But look at this. I mean, this background is amazing. Let me know if you think that you have this on your wish list, because this is like, I can't wait to use it. It's so gorgeous. Okay, and so you might be wondering, well, why do we have those? Hold on, I'm going to drink my cold coffee. I'll take you back up here. The reason that Stampin' Up! Is offering those is because normally in the last couple of years we've had celebration 2 times a year. And when Stampin' Up! Decided that they would go back to 1 time a year, these papers had already been ordered for celebration. So they're offering them as an online exclusive. So kind of fun for us that we can just get them as many as we want. And so that's the reason why it was offered like online. So, oh, you ordered them and got them all already yesterday? Yeah, they're so beautiful. I just am just loving them so much. So that's what I have for you for coffee class. I need to go eat my blueberry pizza, but Karen, I promise I'm going to post a picture of the whole pizza together. It was so much fun. My daughter Hannah, and I took a picture this morning. So we had a good time today at coffee class. There was 6 of us here today, and just enjoyed each other's company. But I will post the measurements and the scoring in the comments if I can. Sometimes I have trouble doing that when it's a video. So I'm going to try to do that and post those for you. So with a picture of the card. So stay tuned for that. And you can find it up on my YouTube channel at Mary Ellen Stites, Create With Me. So if you just do Create With Me, you won't find me, but I'm under Mary Ellen Stites. So you guys have a great day. Let me know what you think of the paper. I see 2 people have ordered them. Rayanne and Tanya have ordered them. They're beautiful. And so I will talk to you later. Bye, everybody.